desktop version for you as well after, just to show you. But the look and options are pretty much overall the same. Again, there are just some newer features and enhancements in certain areas. But the feel and look, again, is the same for the desktop version and the web-based version. And remember, we do have additional classes currently here on our version 10, and that goes more into example-based. So you will still be able to take those classes and still apply them if you are going to be utilizing V11. That won't be too much of a difference. But again, there are some slight enhancements and new features that we're going to be looking at and highlighting in our Billing 1 and Part 2 classes. Okay, so if you did train on the version 10, you will be just fine. It wouldn't be a big transition into version 11, as you'll see here today in today's class, in today's session. All right. So let's get started here with the first item. This small enhancement here with its facility configuration. And with our facility configuration, a facility provider was added to the facility additional information window. So if I just go here where I can configure my facility information underneath my menu file, there's facility additional information. And I'm just going to go into update mode here so that way I can just see some information here with my existing facility. And we're going to see facility provider option available from the dropdown. Okay, enabling users to assign a facility provider. And that's underneath my facility additional information. Another small enhancement here is actually a My setting. If I go here to File, Settings, and then just go into My Settings. Under My Settings, there's another option added here for default payments, for our patient payments. And as a user, you can go into My Settings Defaults tab here. And we have our default payment method and copay screen for check, credit card, cash that has been available previously, but other option has been added. So other option is available there, and I would be able to specify that from the drop-down list. And this list is basically controlled as far as other options from your setup payment types. So under menu billing tab, there's setup payment type. You can add in the other options. So each individual user would be able to set up their default payment method copay just like previously, but other option is now available for selection. Also here in our My Settings Defaults tab, if I scroll down a little bit, we see Encounter Settings. This is for the encounter window that we see on the left, billing encounters, where we can search for encounters and then we can create claims for them using the integrated processing engine. If I want to go ahead and default one of the filters here, I can. So there's a filter there for progress notes done unlocked, locked, progress notes incomplete, or visit codes non-billable, or non-billable visits. And what I can do here is select a radio button, and then when I click OK, log out, log back in, of course, when I say, oh, let me just keep this credit card, and I click OK. When I go here into my billing, go into encounters, I'm going to have that filter automatically selected for me as a user. Okay. So that is a My setting that we can utilize there. Now, another setting here, or feature here rather, is for setting up our patient statements. And this is in particular to dunning messages for e-patient statements, e-guarantor statements. Now, there's a setting here under menu. Let's go here to just the billing option. So billing, set up patient statement, as we're probably familiar with. And then under statement detail printing options, I'm going to scroll down here. And there's an option to print one dunning message per statement, applicable for only e-patient, e-guarantor statements. So that option has been added there. So if a patient has multiple claims, The e-patient e-guarantor statement prints dunning messages for each one of those claims based on the dunning message that have been set up underneath, of course, our dunning general tab here for dunning messages. So this option has been introduced, which the oldest dunning message will print on the statement based on the claim with the oldest dunning days. Now, this feature usually is enabled by default, but if we don't see that option in the statement details printing options, it basically just means that our item key is not enabled. So we can get eClinicalWorks support to enable that item key. The item key code is actually 3077. Okay, 3077. You can refer to that to the dunning message per statement. Okay, so that option to show here is controlled by an item key if it isn't displaying correctly. Now, going back here. Back in menu billing, under setup patient statement, we also have our set patient statement custom message. So this is in the general tab, which is the first tab. We're going to see a hyperlink here. Now, what this allows me to do, as a practice, I can add a custom message to be printed with statements, paper or electronic, and this affects statements printed locally, and they'll send to the clearinghouse electronically. Now, in order for me to be able to type in a custom message here, you do need to have proper security permissions. So this is not going to be a security permission that maybe everyone has, but if you do have it, then you'll be able to modify this underneath that general patient statement custom message. So we can put that in, and then we can click OK. There's also a message log to keep track of exactly who's updated, modified any information within this area. So it does keep track of it. So Sam Willis on this time, I can add in my custom message information there. A small enhancement's been made to our update insurance window where our referring provider tab has been added. So if I go here to menu billing, I'm going to go to my miscellaneous configuration options, and I'm going to go to insurance additional information. And underneath our insurance additional information, we have our information available just like before with all our different tabs, but there is an additional tab here for my referring provider. Now, in order to select any one of these radio buttons here for box 17 of the HICMA form, I do need to select this check mark, and it enables me to select a radio button. Without selecting this check mark, it will just basically make this inactive. Okay, so you have to enable the referring provider rule, and then you can select any one of these radio buttons here. So again, when that box is selected, I can go ahead and specify for box 17 for my referring provider type. All right, now this next feature here is importing Medicare fee schedule. And this is a utility that has been developed by eClinicalWorks to automatically create a new fee schedule period for the new year and associate that period to existing fee schedules. Now, this utility eliminates the need to manually create fee schedule period before downloading fee schedules for the new year. Now, in order to utilize this import option, it will make sure that the user has proper security permission. So it does need to have a security permission there to allow to import content. Also, a proper item key would have to be enabled. The item key code for importing Medicare fee schedule would be item key code 4097. You can refer to that as import Medicare fee schedule. And then we can access that option here from our menu, billing, and wherever we've seen our fee schedule option right here available on the top. And then here to the bottom, we see import Medicare fee schedule, and I can click on the little drop-up option from ECW Cloud. So once I click on that, it'll ask me to accept this disclaimer. So it is, mainly create fee schedules before downloading the fee schedule in the new year. You can go ahead and accept or decline. I can click accept here. And then I'll see my screen. Now, right from here, the first thing is import by zip code. So I can indicate the year information here for 2018, zip code information from the drop-down list. National fee schedules. Right now, I can import allowed fee, I can import billed fee, or check for modifier. I do have my fee schedule filter. By default, it's looking for current fee schedule. So any fee schedule, of course, the period has not expired there. But if I look at all fee schedules, it could show me other additional fee schedules. But I'm just going to be looking by current fee schedule. And then import fee schedule from. I have my non-facility fee, facility fee, and then clinical lab fee options from the drop down there. Okay. And then I can go ahead and import. I also have the ability to back up to XLS. There is log information available here to keep track of the updated fee log. So you can see my fee schedule, zip code, date, imported records, fee type, modifier, updated, billed, allowed, imported by, and import type, and the overall status. So keeping track of that information. And the basic help option here, it'll launch just like a help document, and you can see additional information. It's kind of basically linking it to the same information that you would find in the release notes. Okay. So again, that's associated with an item key code 4097. And you can also access this from another area. Let me show you here. This could also be accessed from menu, reports, under report console. We can scroll down to utilities. And under utilities, we have our import Medicare fee schedule cloud. So that is available there underneath our report console utilities. All right, next here, let's take a look at a feature here with importing eligibility receivers. Okay, importing eligibility receivers. Now, this is a utility that has been used to automatically download eligibility receiver data. Now, only users with the allowed to import content from ECW Cloud Security setting, which is enabled in their security setting attribute, will be able to perform this task here. It is also controlled by the same item key here, 4097, as we previously saw. And if we go here to our menu, billing, we go here to miscellaneous configuration options. Under configure EDI receivers, I can go here to configure my receiver headers. And there'll be import from ECW Cloud. Right now we can go ahead and click on that. And it does give you the ability here to import all or just import selected. So I could select and then with a check mark, of course, here, and then indicate import selected, then it would only act upon those that were selected, or import all will take action on all of those receivers. Okay, and whenever you go ahead and click on any one of these, it will ask me, are you sure? So if I go here, let's just say I click on import selected, it says, are you sure you want to import the one receiver? And I can click yes or no at that time. And once it's successful, it will let you know it was successful. You can add these newly receivers to insurance eligibility scheduled jobs.
Right.